What if I told you there are 7 blouses that, without even realizing it, might be ruining your style? Yes, even if you're elegant, even if you take care of yourself, some pieces dull your light instead of making you shine. Today I'm going to show you which blouses just don't work after 60. And most importantly, how to replace them without losing your essence. Stay until the end, because number 1 is the most common, and also the most damaging to your image. If you've ever felt invisible, this video is going to change that forever. Blouse. Number 7. Blouses that are too long and shapeless. Queen, let's start with something very common and very sneaky. So sneaky, we often don't even notice it. Blouses that are too long and have no shape may seem comfy, sure. You throw them on, they cover you up, and that's it. But have you really looked at yourself in one of those? It doesn't matter if it's cotton, linen, or any fancy fabric. When a blouse has no shape, you disappear behind it. It hides everything beautiful about you. Your waist, your curves, your elegance. It's like telling the world, I don't want to be seen today. And that gorgeous is not fair to you. At 60 and beyond, you're not here to hide. You're here to show off your life experience, your wisdom and your beauty, on your terms. And yes, you can be comfortable and look amazing at the same time. You don't have to choose. So, what should you do? The key is to look for blouses with structure. I'm not talking about stiff pieces, no. I mean clothes that respect your shape, that gently define your waist, that fall gracefully, not like a curtain. Think of a blouse with a subtle empire cut or side darts. One that's softly fitted at the top and flares just a little. That's elegance with freedom. A great example could be a blouse with 3/4 sleeves, slightly tailored to the torso in a fabric with some drape. It could be viscose, a soft crepe, or even a heavier cotton. What matters is that it gives you shape, without squeezing you. I promise you, just changing that one detail will help you feel more like you again. You'll hold your head higher. You'll notice how that blouse follows your movement instead of hiding you. And when that happens, my love, something shifts inside. You stop feeling invisible. And trust me, there's nothing more powerful than a woman who feels seen by herself. And if you thought it was just the length that throws off your figure, wait until you see the next blouse style that many still wear without realizing it's stealing all their elegance. But before that, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on more style tips like these. Blouse number 6, prints that are too childish or overly youthful. Now let's talk about prints. What a complicated world, right? Because not everything that's bright is flattering, and not everything colourful is your friend. There are blouses with little doodles, funny sayings, bouncing butterflies or giant cartoon-like flowers, and we often buy them thinking, oh, well, it looks cheerful. But the truth is, those prints don't speak your language, because you're not a teenager, you're a full-grown woman, a queen with a story. And your clothes should reflect that. Now, that doesn't mean you have to wear black or beige all the time. Definitely not. Colour and print can still be yours. But there's a big difference between loud and sophisticated. Instead of cartoonish drawings or oversized flowers, go for finer prints, small florals, soft stripes, delicate polka dots, or even tasteful abstract patterns. Shades like wine, navy blue, olive green, coral, mauve. They're elegant and still full of life. Try this. Put a blouse with a childish print next to one with a subtle, refined design. Which one feels more like you? When the print is elegant, you don't need to shout to the world that you've got style. The world just knows. Remember, the colours and patterns should complement you, not steal the spotlight, because you are the one who's supposed to shine. And not everything colourful is joyful, as you'll see even more clearly with the next blouse, one that many wear to look bold, but end up feeling completely uncomfortable in. Blouse number 5, necklines that are too deep. I know, sometimes you want to feel bold, and that's totally fine. But a deep neckline can be a double-edged sword. A plunging neckline might leave you feeling exposed, uncomfortable, like your outfit is betraying you. And that doesn't exactly help you stand tall or walk with confidence. What we're aiming for isn't to hide or to provoke, it's to enhance with elegance. A good neckline can work wonders. A soft V-neck, for example, elongates your torso, slims your neckline, and softens your face. A bateau or boat neckline is another great option. It highlights your shoulders, lifts your posture, and gives you a feminine presence without going over the top. The most important thing isn't how much skin you show, it's how much confidence you feel. And that confidence shows when you're comfortable in what you're wearing. If you've ever worn a deep-cut blouse and spent the whole night tugging at it or covering up with a scarf, that blouse wasn't meant for you. Your clothes shouldn't be hard work. They should make your life easier. Look for cuts that frame your beauty without going overboard. You'll feel more like yourself, more grounded, more queen. Sometimes showing too much doesn't give us more power. But the next blouse has a different trap. It dazzles, but for all the wrong reasons. And yes, it can throw off your entire style. Blouse number 4. Fabrics that are too shiny. For years, we were told that older women should avoid anything flashy. And then came the opposite trend. Sparkle everywhere. Sequins, metallic fabrics, high shine everything. But Queen, too much shine is not the same as elegance. A super shiny blouse can make you feel like you're headed to a party, while you're just walking into the grocery store. And hey, that's not inherently bad, but it doesn't always feel genuine. Overly shiny fabrics reflect light in strange ways, draw attention to the wrong areas, and can make you feel self-conscious about your figure. The solution? Choose fabrics with subtle shine, like matte silk, soft satin, or blends with barely there metallic threads. That's what real sophistication looks like. Picture this, a deep teal blouse with a soft satin sheen at the collar. That says elegance, not overkill. When your outfit moves with grace instead of shouting for attention, you are the one who speaks, not your clothes. A touch of shimmer can elevate your look, but too much, and it overshadows you. And if you think that's as uncomfortable as it gets, wait until you see the next one, small in fabric, but big in discomfort. Blouse number 3. Blouses that are too short. Let's talk about those cropped blouses you may have bought because they were in style. But darling, just because something's trendy doesn't mean it's made for you. A blouse that stops just below the bust, or that rides up every time you move, interrupts your elegance. More than that, it makes you feel on edge, constantly checking if it's riding up, if anything's showing, if everything's in place. Why live worried when you could live in peace with your clothes? Ideally, go for blouses that hit at the hip. That flatters your silhouette, elongates your body visually, and gives off a sense of balance. There's no need to show more than you want to. Your energy, your smile, your stride, that's more than enough to be seen. Because what covers you should protect you too. And when your top's constantly riding up, it's not protection, it's a distraction. And if you thought sleeves didn't matter, just wait for the next one. Blouse number 2, sleeves that are too tight. Now let's get into something a bit more technical, but just as important, the sleeves. Overly tight sleeves, especially if they're made of stiff, non-stretchy fabrics, can be uncomfortable, highlight what we don't want to show, and restrict your movement. After 60, what we're looking for is flow, freedom. So what kind of sleeves actually work? 3/4 sleeves are the queens of balance. They're not only comfortable, they also visually elongate your arms and give you freedom without sacrificing style. You can also go for batwing sleeves, loose-fitting sleeves, or sleeves with a gentle drape. As long as the cut is well made, they'll look elegant and modern. And most importantly, they won't make you feel restricted. Because, darling, an uncomfortable woman doesn't enjoy her day. A queen needs to move freely, and with tight sleeves, that becomes impossible. But what's coming next is the blouse with a subtle detail, and the one most likely to sabotage your style. Blouse number 1. Extremely bright colours or loud colour combinations. And here we are at the final and most important point. Because so often we believe that to look alive, we have to wear hot pink, neon yellow and fluorescent green, all at once. But that, Queen, doesn't represent who you truly are. The real power of your presence lies in the colours that empower you, those that soften your features, brighten your eyes, and make people say, "Wow, she looks amazing." Look for rich, deep, elegant shades: plum, pearl, slate blue, wine, forest green, sand. And if you want a pop of colour, let it be just one. A scarf, a lipstick, a detail. Dressing in balanced colours doesn't mean dulling your shine. It means glowing without noise. It's about letting your energy take the spotlight, not your blouse. It's about dressing from a place of confidence, not from the fear of looking older. And you know what? There's nothing more modern, more sophisticated or more powerful than a woman who chooses what she wears with full awareness of what she deserves. Because you deserve to feel beautiful, without needing to shout for attention. You deserve to look in the mirror and recognize yourself, calm, confident, strong. And that, Queen, isn't achieved by screaming in color, but by speaking through your elegance. Because it's not about hiding. It's not about trying to look younger. It's about celebrating who you are, exactly as you are. If you've made it this far, leave a comment saying, "I love my unique elegance," so I know you're part of this community of women who shine from within. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so we can keep growing together in this beautiful space. Share this video with that dear friend who needs to see which blouses to clear out of her closet. Because you deserve to look like the queen you truly are.